Hello, it's Monday, December 8th, 2025. I am going to do a study review video, obviously. I have school soon in about an hour, and I just keep checking my YouTube. I'm waiting on that first 1,000 subscribers, so pretty excited. I got my crinkle paper because I know some people really like crinkles, so all right, left atrium, chamber of the heart that receives oxygenated blood from the pulmonary veins. Right ventricle, chamber of the heart that receives deoxygenated blood from the right atrium, pumps blood to the pulmonary arteries. Right atrium, chamber of the heart that receives deoxygenated blood from the inferior and superior vena cava. I'm kind of sick right now, so my throat hurts, so I might be taking some sips of coffee. I love my coffee, if you know me. All right, inferior vena cava is a vein that brings deoxygenated blood to the heart from the bottom half of the body, lower half of the body. And then the superior vena cava brings deoxygenated blood to the heart from the upper half of the body. Pulmonary arteries pump an artery that pumps blood away from the heart to the pulmonary arteries, to the lungs. Sorry. All right. AV valves separate atria from ventricles. Tricuspid valve, right side of the heart. Bicuspid mitral valve, left side of the heart. Atriums are on the top and ventricles are on the bottom. Superior vena cava, vein that brings deoxygenated blood to the heart from the upper half of the body. Some of these are repeated because I did extra cue cards. Right atrium, chamber of the heart that receives deoxygenated blood from the inferior and superior vena cava. Tricuspid valve, between the right atrium and the right ventricle, prevents blood backflow to the right atrium. Right ventricle, chamber of the heart that receives deoxygenated blood from the right atria, pumps blood to the pulmonary arteries. Pulmonary arteries pumps deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. Pulmonary veins pumps oxygenated blood from the heart, from the lungs to the heart. Left atrium receives oxygenated blood from the pulmonary veins, I do believe. Let's see if I got that right. Yes, I did. Yay, I'm learning. Left ventricle, chamber of the heart that receives oxygenated blood from the left atrium. Pumps blood to the aorta. I got that one right too. Aorta pumps oxygenated blood from the heart to the body. Let's see if I got that right. I did. Septum, a muscle that separates the left and right ventricles. I got that right. Muscle tissue that separates the left and right ventricles. Pulmonary circulation involves vessels that carry blood to and from the heart. Systemic circulation involves vessels that carry blood to and from the body's other tissues. In the circulatory system, there are several types of vessels. That's arteries, arterioles, capillaries, venules, and veins. Yay, I got that right. Arteries. Blood vessels that carry high-pressure blood away from the heart. Thick muscular walls to maintain blood pressure. Almost always carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary, pulse. When the heart contracts, you feel the change in diameter of the artery. When increased blood flow, volume flows through it. Aneurysm. An artery wall will bulge, become weak bulge. If not dealt with, the artery will burst, which can lead to hemorrhaging within body or stroke in brain. Atherosclerosis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but whatever. It's too much fat in the diet, can build up in arteries, creates plaque, can restrict or block passageway of blood. Atherosclerosis can lead to very high blood pressure, heart attack, stroke, and blood clots. So be careful of your diet, okay? Arterioles. Smaller blood vessels leading away from the arteries. Diameter is controlled by nervous system. Capillaries. From the arterioles, the blood flows into capillaries, increase overall surface area, and are 1 centimeter thick. Capillaries have a very narrow diameter to help slow down blood flow, promoting gas and nutrient exchange. Venules and veins. From capillaries, the blood returns to the heart in smaller vessels, which feed into larger veins. Blood in veins is under low pressure. One-way valves, skeletal contraction around veins help push blood back to the heart. Systole. Ventricular contraction, the lub sound is due to the closing of the AV valves. Diastole. Ventricular reaction, the dub sound is due to the closing of the semilunar valves. The heart has a controlled mechanism to control when there is contraction and relaxation of the atria and ventricles. Myogenic muscle. Heart cells are able to contract without stimulation from external stimuli. Synaptial SA node. I'm getting a tickle in my throat. I have like tonsillitis. It's terrible. Located in the right atrium and acts as the pacemaker of the heart, setting tempo at about 70 beats per minute. Electrical impulses released cause the atria to contract. Atrioventricular node. Serving as a conductor, it receives the impulse from the SA node and passes messages to the fibers in the septum. 3 waves generated during ECG. An ECG. P wave, QRS wave, and T wave. P wave is the contraction of the atria. QRS wave, ventricular contraction. And last but not least, for the set of cue cards, is T wave, ventricular relaxation. So I went through all my cue cards, and I have a bunch more to go through too. So I will be doing that.